guys, welcome to another edition of Black Matt's Black Legion blog. Here is my sorcerer. I know I haven't showed him in a while, but I've done a few more Slaneshi things to him. I've painted it more, I've changed some green to pink, and I've added this, wizard looking, I don't know what to call it, a cowl? I don't know. Last time Fritz has suggested that I do some more videos where I'm actually doing conversion work, and here I am. I've got ideas about how to do this. So here I am. This is what I'm thinking about right now. This is just held on by my finger, but I need to come up with a backpack on this guy. So one of the things I thought about doing is a vampire-esque themed cape. In the sense that I don't know, from the vampire line, I don't know who they are. I don't know if they're special characters or if they're just vampire lords, but you see their cape, like it comes down and then it morphs into either like some bats or some shrieking, howling, trapped souls or whatever. That's very much what I'd like to do here, except I don't want to do bats, or I don't want to do trapped souls. What I'd like to do is I'd like the top of the cape to come up behind it and form like some leathery wings, and then I will cut them and then I will sculpt like a crazy cape that comes down here and rises up like, there's constantly a hell wind like blowing around this guy. Like that's what I have in mind. So let's see if I can get this down here. So when I put this up, what I'm gonna do next, I'm headed to the bathroom, is to get out the hairdryer and try and heat up this this plastic set of wings, because what I'm going to end up doing, I have a feeling that I'm going to end up cutting off this outer wing part, so that the middle rib joint, or whatever you call that, rib, the middle bone section, I'm going to cut that, and that will be the outside part. So it's just going to be these two parts, because what I'd like to do is I'd like it to arc up even more. I'd like these come almost to a point, and more like they're going to be wrapping around him, like to form some sort of protective, whatever. He doesn't have flight. He'll never have flight in my games unless it's a fluff list or some shit like that. I can't imagine him having flight, but I do like the idea of, like, this is just gonna be one twisted ass lord. Okay guys, just so you know, there are dangers when you do these crazy conversions. Well, in the sense that, well, A, you could cut your fingers, but you can also cut or ruin work that you've already done. This was the cowl I was mentioning before. Well, I've gone and I've ruined it. I had started a fade, a blend right there. Well, it's no big deal. I'll just have to do it over again. But this is one that I had tried before a long time ago, and I just got impatient and broke it. Well, I damn near broke this one. Well, hold on, I'm gonna stop and refocus. Okay guys, there you can see right there, I don't know if you can see, that when I was bending it, it started to split. The white is, when I heated it up, I've got them to bend around quite a bit. But what I'm gonna have to do, and this really sucks, is with plastic glue, is try and fix these bits, but when you do that, it usually mars the surface and erases detail, because that melts everything. It's not like you can just chip it out, but I've got to push glue in that crack, close it back up, and then try and heat it again. But it's most likely gonna work. And when I said I was gonna use the outside, I think, or the middle outside, I don't know what to call those fingers of the bat wings. I'm going to use the inner side, and then I'm going to make the capes come up under the shield and up under the horn, and look like they're alive. Kind of like Spawnish from McFarlane. Okay guys, well, here it is. Basis for my cape on this guy. Sit like that, and the cape will come down, whoops, and around, like come up underneath his shield on this side, and up underneath his horn on this side, or be flailing out crazy wild. I will most likely shave off the back the way it starts to bow out, so There's still more work. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots more work. Okay guys, here I just wanted to make a quick note. I want you to take a look at a couple of things here. I want you, if I turn it on the sideways, I want you to notice that I cut the here and here, and I did that where it bowed out to make it look like there was wind in the wings. Well, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want that because that would dictate the shape of the bottom part of my the cape, and I only want like the very top part to look like it's morphed into some demon bat wings, you know. So on the bottom, I've cut it out so I can dictate how the cape will bow out, and it will be flailing around the fig. The next thing I wanted to point out is look, I've cut. How do I say this? Okay, I'm gonna set this down here. This is gonna be tough. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. That's a lot better. I want you to notice, and I don't remember if you've seen a pair of bat wings, but see over here on this side, the way it just kind of morphs out, and it morphs into the bottom, or the top of the top vent. Well, I cut that out, and I cut it out over here, because the problem is this. If I want this to morph down into a solid cape with no gap in the back, I've got to make it look like it's being tucked behind over here. So what I've done is, if you can see over here, it's just a straight flush. I cut it. I made a simple cut right here, and then I started to whittle it down in here to make it give it the perception that it's being tucked behind the backpack, and that it'll be tucked behind the backpack. So if I didn't do that, I would have to have made like a two-part cape. It doesn't make any sense, you know. So it would have came down on this side and came down on this side, and it wouldn't have been able to been joined in the back unless there was a hole underneath the backpack. So what I've done here, like I said, I cut it, whittled it down, and now it's going to make it look like it's tucked behind the backpack. So I'll be able to just have like a solid sheet of green stuff coming out the bottom, and you know, and then I'm going to morph it into, well, you guys will see, but I've got some very specific things in mind.